on the screen, if you are going to call it that. Yes, now we can try to think of our players. Understand? Yes, now our players are going to be in the form of paddles. So let's just see paddle X6 like characteristics. Yes. We know that we need a keeper. Yes. Now our paddles are always going to be rectangles. So straight off, let's say keeper width, and then our keeper height. Our keeper height is going to be 15. Yes. Now whenever I'm saying rectangle, don't be thinking of big rectangles. Like, just think of the paddles, and then you know that we find that they are rectangles. Yes. Think of the paddles, and then you know that fundamentally they are rectangles. Yes. Now we come to our player. This is where OOP would have been very useful because they share a lot of qualities you could have. But let's now say our paddle speed is going to be 8. Let's see that for now. Now we deal with some positions. We have to place them. Let's say like that. We have to place the paddles like this. Yes. So now we are going to make some positional. Let me say positional values. So let's say keeper, and then player, right? Yes. Let's say keeper position. Keeper post is going to be yes. Yeah, I'm not explaining this stuff for now, but maybe when you're watching it, I would have added some voice over. I would have explained it down there. It was very confusing for me to like starting and then without knowing all this. Yeah. So just hang in there. So our player position is the width, so divided by 2 minus player minus our player width divided by 2, and then say height minus player height is the minus 10. Yes, okay. So now I think I can speak to this. Just like all these, we are just trying to place our we're trying to place our objects. Let me see objects in general. So for whatever you initialize, when you want to draft them on the screen, you need to place them. Now why are we saying weight over 2? Now if you say weight over 2, we are trying to say that we want our paddles in the center, and then minus the keeper weight that we have stated over here. You understand? We want to also take it out so that we actually get the true center. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like, think about it. When we say weight divided by 2, it's going to be in the center. When we say height divided by 2, we want the true, should I say middle? The middle, yes, it's a matter of axis. So think about your Cartesian plane, x and then y. So when we say weight over 2, and then think about what all of this is doing. Yes, we are taking out the player weight, we are dividing by 2 again. So x, and then let's say y. And then we blatantly put 60. So let's say 60 positions from the top. Yes, to make it so that these paddles appear, in front of the goal. That is what I was trying to avoid. I'm talking too much. So let's continue. Now we have to draw our actual paddles. And then we are going to take in these positions that we just initialized over here, and also our height. And then we know that when we define a function, our semicolon in Python. Now we are going to say dot rect, and then we're going to draw. Is that right? You need to draw a rectangle. A rectangle cannot draw, but we can draw the rectangle. And now we take in our surface, our color, and then our positional values. Yes. Now we know how to access our stuff from a list, I believe. So we say position at 0, then position at 1. Yes, first position and second position. And then we also need a width. No, it's supposed to be. Yes, we need a width and then a height, like this. Be able to handle all of this, yes, we have manually created a function to be drawing our paddles. Yes, so we want to come over here in our whole, our whole game loop, not in the for loop, but in our whole game loop. And then we say we call the function, we call our draw paddle function. Yes, we're going to call it 2 times. So we call it for the keeper. Then we also pass in our keeper uh, width, I think, and the keeper's height. Think of it as these are the parameters that we need to draw our, keeper. And then, yes, and then we do same for our player. Player, player, and, and player. Yep. Now when we run, yes, now you can see that our players, our paddles are over here. And the top one is going to be our keeper. And then on the down one is going to be what? Our player. You understand? Yes. Now everything is coming together very nicely.